is hooked up pink 6-inch fisheye with the Gulp worm again.
I'm not taking mine, but I'm not getting any.
We're smacking them pretty good here. Your drag set light, but just keep reeling. He'll get tired and come back over here. Then he'll say, look at that fat guy with the net. I don't like the looks of him. Yep. Oh, that's a hefty fish. Whew. We haven't got a big one yet.
That's okay, they're nice.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, that's a couple pounds. I think I got it. I did get it. Watch your hand.
Oh, you saved the worm.
You did save that worm. That's good. So we'll reuse that worm since that's what they're doing. Look how deep he took that worm. Yeah, he wanted it, swallowed it, and we like that. That's good. There we go. He's going in the box. Oh my God. He liked pink. He said, I like that pink dodger. So it's just silver, and that's it. I like that pink dodger right there. And the Gulp worm. Fish of the day.
Of course.
Easy with the tip. Keep reeling.
His third.
Yeah, his third. Perhaps I should get the net ready. Put your tip right out over there. Right, like nice and gentle. There you go. You just keep on reeling. Take that hand that you're holding it with, put it out here. The other hand. There. Now reel with the other. There you that's the way to do it, bro. Oh, that's a nice fish. Maybe he's, ooh, I see something. Tip out over here. Doing great, baby, doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. There we go. Got him, woo! That was exciting. He was playing hide and go seek with me down there, but it didn't work. Nice fish, dude. Oh, I'll show that one to the camera. Look at that fine rainbow right there. That guy was playing hard to get with us. Got him on the blade and the worm once again. Howdy guys, I'm Cal Kellogg, and I am going to show you how I troll Gulp worms. They're a very effective offering. The lake I'm at right now has very cold water, 47 degrees. That's cold for, Northern California here in the foothills, and it's stained. Despite that, we've been catching some very nice fish on the troll using a handful of different techniques, and one of the techniques we're using is trolling Gulp worms. So here's how I like to go. You're going to find Gulp worms that come in 5 different colors. 2 of them are kind of natural crawler colors. One is kind of gray and white, kind of a minnow color. You're going to find the orange and natural like that, and you're going to find some that are chartreuse and natural. These are actually walleye baits. They're made out of soybeans. The fish can eat them, swim away, digest them, and they're just fine. So let me show you how I rig one of these worms up. When you get one out of the package, gotta make sure if you're using the Gulp products, they're very durable. You don't have to keep them refrigerated or anything like that. But you gotta remember to close the bag because you don't want them to dry out. They will dry out, they will get hard. There's some of that Gulp juice in there, and you want to keep that juice on the worms. So set this envelope down, make sure I got it closed good and tight, just like that. So what you're looking at here, it's shaped like half a night crawler. The pointy end here, this is all solid material. The back end here, it's hollow, and the intention is from the manufacturer that you're going to put your hook point in there and thread that worm right on around onto your hook. Does that work? Yes, it works just fine, but I still prefer to use a worm threader. So let me grab a scissors here. I've been finding a little more, compact worm is working well here in these cold conditions. So what I start off with is I cut off probably a 1/2 inch of that hollow section. That leaves me about that much right there. Now, grab my rod here. I'm back. I'm trolling this on lead core. I'm going to troll it down about 7 feet. Because it is stained and because the trout are lethargic here, I'm going with a large 6-inch fisheye dodger, and I'm going to run this worm probably 16 inches or so behind that dodger on a Mustad slow death hook, just like that. That is 10-pound test fluorocarbon leader material, and because that worm is going to be rotating, and I hate a twisted up leader, I've actually added a trolling swivel to the back of that dodger. That's a great tip. I've never seen anyone else but me do that. If you're rolling, you know, gulp worms or grubs or something like that behind a dodger, a lot of times they'll twist up the leader, even though there is a swivel on the back of that dodger. So I like to add that trolling swivel because I hate line twist. You know, I hate line twist in my leaders, and I hate line twist on my rods. So let me show you how I'm going to rig this worm. I'm going to grab my worm threader, standard, you know, hollow tube worm threader, just like you'd use for threading a natural night crawler. I'm going to take this gulp worm and I'm going to go on the pointy end, okay? That hook is sharp. So let me just hang this hook down here for a second. There we go. That's out of the way. So I'm going to take my gulp worm, I'm going to go on the pointed end, and I'm going to come up maybe 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hold this up near the camera. I'm going to insert that threader right there, right into the kind of the meaty part of that worm, just like that. And I'm just going to try to stay, you know, centered in that solid part, and eventually it's going to pop out into that hollow section just like that. Now I'm going to take my hook in this hand. I'm going to take my hook, I'm going to put the tip of that hook into the threader. I'm going to put some pressure on there, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slide that gulp bait right over onto the hook just like that. Let me set this threader down. See that curve in the worm right there? That is going to cause that worm to rotate through the water, and you want your bait rotating. They'll hit it if it's not, especially if you're teaming it with a dodger. They'll hit it better if it's rotating. And with gulp and the slow death hooks, getting them to rotate properly is a piece of cake. Now, if the water was clearer and possibly warmer, I might be going with a smaller dodger. I might be going with one of my 4-inch, fisheye dodgers or a mini willow leaf dodger. I might even be running it with one of my turbo flashers. You can mix and match with the attractor when you're trolling a gulp worm. And if you're at a lake where the water's clear, the trout are feeling feisty, but maybe they're a little bit off the bite, you can run these naked by themselves with no blades, no flashers, no nothing. Very versatile bait. They store a lot easier than night crawlers. I always have night crawlers on the boat, but I gotta say, these are convenient to use, and you have different color options. You don't really get that with a night crawler. I've seen some guys, dye their night crawlers. That looks kind of like a pain in the backside. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna get this in the water. Today I'm trolling at about 2.1 miles an hour with this big blade. That's just about perfect. I'm gonna put it down about 6-7 feet with the lead core, and we're gonna see if we can get our trout on out here. That's it for now. If you are looking for gear, if you're looking for slow death hooks, fisheye dodgers, lead core rods, any of that stuff and more, or if you want to book a fishing trip with me, go on over to fishhuntshoot.com. You can check out my full line of gear. You can book a trip. And if you come on out here and join me on the water, we will talk fishing all day. I will do my best to educate you on the finer points of trout fishing while you're reeling in some big, beautiful trout. Anyway, I'm going to get this gulp worm in the water, and I'm going to get my trout on.